Sup guys? Well, it's been a long time since I made a video. Been very busy. But I've decided to make myself a little tiny LAN PC. Because I broke my laptop landing. It still works, but, well, might as well show you what happened. Alright, here's what happened. Somebody, while I was over landing at a friend's house, somebody caught this with their foot. It didn't really come out, it kind of slid sideways. This came out, but it already got close to the edge of the desk, so it fell over, and this side right here hit the floor. Everything else on it works, besides this. Now this just kind of isn't attached to anything, so I can't really use it as a laptop now, can I? When the screen doesn't really close nor stay connected to your laptop. And that's also why it's very dusty. Haven't really used it in a while. It's just been on sleep mode, but everything on it still works, so I don't see why I should throw it away, as long as it still functions as a computer. But that's why I'm building a small little LAN gaming computer for cheap. But let's get back to building that, shall we? Alright, well, now that we've shown you why I'm building this, let's go over the parts. I've centered this around a AMD A10 5800K APU. And then I'm either going to pair it with this stuff. Let's see, it's 6670. Is the best I can crossfire it, or hybrid crossfire it with. Or I might just put a better GPU in. Or I might just deal with just having this. I'll have to see how well it does. I'm not expecting it to be a miracle worker by any means, but if it can at least play games at CRT resolution, that's fine by me. Then I went with 8 GB of some G-Skill Sniper RAM here. Got a good deal on it. It's DDR3 1866. And I figured I could overclock it to 2133 possibly. If not, that's still a good boost. Because if you get an APU, you have to make sure you get fast RAM because it shares that RAM. If you get some slow value 1333, you're going to take a pretty big hit in performance. Anyway, went with just a normal 500 gig Seagate hard drive. I've had not very good luck with Western Digital, so figured I'd give Seagate a try. Although, with my luck, that'll not be very good either. For a power supply, I just went with a little 430 watt power supply because this thing ain't gonna need much power. I literally only got that because it was literally the same price as like some 300 watts and some 400 watts and all that. I figured, okay, I'll get 30 watts for the same price. Why not, right? And then, last but not least, I just went with a cheap-ass ASRock FM2 motherboard, although I think I might have made a mistake and not done enough research, because I don't think I can mess with voltage on here, and I got an unlocked CPU for overclocking, so I might have to return that and get the A75 chipset, but we'll see what it does. Everything else, only other differences between the A75 and this, from what I noticed, besides not having voltage control and overclocking ability, was it didn't have USB 3.0, which I don't have a single USB 3.0 device, and I also believe that it only uses SATA 3 gigabit per second ports instead of 6, but I just have a normal hard drive on this, no SSDs, so I'll never come close to needing 6 gigabits per second. So, anyway, oh, and I almost forgot about the case. Just got me a $24 small Roswell case. The only thing I don't have yet is I'm probably also going to get an aftermarket CPU cooler, because I've read that the stock one on this APU just doesn't really do the job that well. And I can't see it doing very good inside this small little case either. But I'm going to turn the camera off, get this stuff all unboxed and whatnot, and then we can start building. Alright, here's the case. Just a small little case. Got two spots to put stuff. We got another spot to put a fan controller or something, if you wanted to. 2 USB 2.0s, and then the front audio jacks, a power button, and a reset button under that. And then I believe this thing here glows red, but I'm not 100% sure. And then along to the sides, we got some ventilation here. Oh, there's also a 120 millimeter front fan, and then there's an 80 millimeter exhaust fan. Power supply mount at the top. It looks like it's actually a little bent up or something here. Must have gotten damaged in shipping or whatever. As long as the power supply can go in there, I don't really care. Does not warrant me sending it back. It's a $20 case. Can't expect it to be perfect. Alright, let's do that and check what we got on the inside. Nice easy thumb screws. Wasn't expecting to get those on a $20 case. Not gonna lie. Alright, come on now. Alright, that's easily able to come off. And we got pretty good room in here. We got some instructions. We got all of our stuff right there. What do we got in this little sack here? Got our standoffs. Oh, it comes with a speaker. How nice. There's the 120 front fan, all of your connectors, and the power for the rear fan. So, now let's first let's get the power supply in there. So let me get that out of there and we'll get that fitted in there. Alright, here's this open. We got ourselves a warranty guide, some safety information. We got ourselves a power cord, obviously pretty useful. Alright, all of that stuff's actually connected, so this isn't a modular. Everything's connected. Oh, it even comes with some zip ties and whatnot. And all the screws to put it in. The screws are even black. What a nice touch. If only the whole outside of the case was black. I'd do it if it wasn't a $20 case, but painting a $20 case just doesn't sit right with me, you know? It costs more for paint and all the work than it would be worth at the end. Alright, let's get that the rest of the way open. And let's have a look here. Alright. That's all of the outputs and whatnot. High pot, okay. It sure is. It sure is. Anyway, got ourselves a 120 millimeter cooling fan, so hopefully it'll be quiet. I'm also trying to make this thing relatively silent. But let's get that in here now. Alright, got the power supply all in and screwed in and whatnot. Now I guess I'll put the motherboard in. So let's grab that. Get you out of the way. Ah, I missed. There we go. What do we get with you? We get some SATA connectors, IO shield bracket, installation guide, and I think that's the driver's CD as well in there. And then some other random thing. What is this? Oh, just a bunch of bragging. Okay. Alright, let's take that off and see what we got here. There's that. I'm just getting it out of its, what do you call? There we go. So there is the motherboard. Seems to be pretty nice. We got ourselves a PCI Express 16 slot 2.0. We got a 1X here. And we just have a normal PCI slot there. And we got a socket FM2, obviously. Oh, fun fact, this thing right here, I guess, the mounting is the same as AM3. So anything that says it'll fit in AM3 will fit here as long as it doesn't interfere with your RAM. But I'm probably going to get an all-in-one cooling unit for it. Water cooling unit. But that's just because in such a small case like this, I just don't see air coolers working. And all of the ones that would work are probably too big to fit in here. So anyway, let's get the IO shield in and get this inside the case. Alright, we got the motherboard all in there. with not much room to spare. That just shows you how small this case is. But so far nothing seems to be getting in the way. Everything seems to be going smooth. So now let's get the processor in there. What did I do with that thing? Ah, here it is. Alright. Alright, I need to cut things open with knives. Can't do that. I really need to get a cameraman or something. And this is exactly why I need a different cooler. Should have just picked one up when I got it, but I wanted to test it first. But this thing looks like pretty much like garbage. Or at least no better than what Intel gives you. That's a stock cooler anyway. But here's the CPU. Looks just like any other AMD CPU, except for if you look underneath, it's got quite a interesting pin arrangement compared to normal AMDs. But anyway, it also comes with a little sticker. I'll have to put that on my case somewhere, and that's probably the only sticker I'll ever put on. Because I'll probably always have an APU in here, and I've noticed, at least on my big computer, every time I get something new, I still have the damn sticker on the side, so it's like, yeah man, SLI, Sapphire, all sorts of crazy stuff, ASRock, Aztec, all sorts of stuff. And it probably has like 2 of those things left in it. But anyway, let's get this CPU in there. Just gotta put that up. Oh, this is closed still. I didn't even notice there was a thing on it. Alright, open that up all carefully like. Come on, you. Obviously, you have to be a lot more careful with the AMD because it's got the pins on the outside. Then all you have to literally do is look for the 2 what do you call it, triangles. There's a triangle there, there's a triangle up there. It dropped right down in. Didn't have to do any pressure. Nothing. Never, ever, ever jam a processor in. You're just asking for bent pins. But there you go, that's in. And I would put this on one-handed, but that would be retarded looking. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on and turn the camera back on. And there we go. Now we got the stock heatsink and everything installed. And yeah, that's going to be in there for about a week probably before I rip that out and put something else in. But we'll see how well it does or how bad it does. We'll just have to wait and see. Is there frickin' stuff on here? There is. Didn't even notice that. Not like it would have ever done anything bad. Anyway. Now let's move on to the RAM. Alright, now we got the RAM all in there. I don't know why, but people on Newegg were saying, I can't possibly get it out of this stuff. I thought I was gonna break it. So I was literally just like, bam, and it came like out easily. Didn't feel like it was gonna break. Also, they said that it was flimsy. Heat spreaders seem pretty stable and nice to me. They also feel like they're made out of metal and not plastic. I don't know, that might be plastic in some spots, but it feels like aluminum to me. So, anyway, man, this is actually a pretty easy installation. Since everything like CPU and GPU are all on one thing, I literally just have to put the hard drive in now and do some cable management and whatnot, and we'll be ready to fire this thing up. So, let me get that hard drive all in there, and we'll boot this thing up. Alright, well, it looks like we got everything in. So, now let's go carry it out to another room that has a monitor I can use. Well, actually, no, I'll just bring the CRT monitor up. Screw it. But I'll still going to bring it into my actual bedroom now. So, I'm going to go move this stuff, go get the CRT monitor I'm going to be using, and let's see if this thing will boot or if we've got some DOA stuff. Alright, now moment of truth. Will it post, boot, or do anything? And do I have the jumpers right? Well, oh, monitor powered on. So monitor still works as far as power goes. Oh. Hell yeah! It post boots and everything, and sweet, I finally get to see a CRT monitor do that cool flicker thing that I always used to see, but nobody uses these anymore, so you never do. Murphy, what are you doing? Murph? What you doing? Hmm? Ah, you're gonna need more water soon. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by cats, so it sees everything. It sees both the memory modules. But, heck yeah, my mouse even works. Man, this is a much nicer UFI BIOS than what I got. I wish they would update my computer to this. But anyway, now that I know all that, well, first let's go, CPU temperature's idling at 45, 46. Oh yeah, let's see if all the fans are spinning. Yeah, all the fans are working. Yep, even the power supply. So yeah. That's some pretty hot tech. I'm gonna definitely need some better cooling. Look at that. It's idling at 52 degrees and the max is 72. Are you kidding me? Oh well. If it fries, it fries. Then I'll get another one because that's their fault that their own cooler can't support the output of their own CPU. Anyway, let's get started installing Windows. Alright, well, that's always a good sign. And I've forgotten how much these monitors click. They click a lot when they go off and on. It's kind of old school, bringing back some memories. It's pretty sweet. Oh, and if you're wondering what that is, that's a actual scratch when I stabbed it. When I was like, I think I was sometime in high school. I was playing Counter-Strike, and I got really angry and stabbed the screen with a knife. That was back in my more violent days. What is that, Murph? What's making all that noise? You better find it. Alright, all that looks good. I am English. Alright, let's install. Alright, and from here on out it's pretty boring. The only time I guess I'll turn the camera on is if it blue screens or does some weird ass shit. So, I'll turn it back on once I get it completely booted into Windows. Alright, there we go. We're all booted into Windows. Now there's line. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to stop doing that. That probably looks irritating. But anyway, we're in Windows. And now I just have to install drivers. I figured that it would be like most installations where it would find my Ethernet adapter and install the driver, because Windows 7 is usually pretty smart like that, but apparently not this time. And as you can see, I do not have a CD drive or DVD drive on there yet. So, yeah. I'm going to have to copy it all to my Nexus 7 tablet and copy it over here. So, I'm going to do that, and then we'll see what's what. Alright, well, I got everything installed, or driver-wise. Now I'm just installing games like Diablo 3, StarCraft 2, Source. So far it seems pretty responsive. It's very quick as far as going around the desktops and whatnot. That was my email sound. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Probably. But, like, just for example, let's close Chrome on out, and we just want to open Chrome. It opens right up. Yeah, it's just very nice. It's very speedy. but you would expect that out of a quad core. But that's about it for this video. I'll do benchmarks and whatnot in another video once I get everything I want on it and get some better cooling on there. I just ordered a all-in-one water cooler for it, so hopefully that'll be here by Wednesday or so. So till the next video, peace out, guys. Well, I'm adding this little bit to the end of this video because I thought my phone's SD card died and I lost all this stuff, so I didn't do half the other stuff I did. I put a water cooling system in it. I think it was a Thermaltake Water 2.0 Performer. It has 2 fans on it. I'll just show it to you guys in a second here. I'll open up the side, but I also have done some overclocking. So at the GPU, we got that up to 950 from 800. Might be able to go higher, but that's just what I've set it at for now. Hasn't given me a single hiccup. And then on the processor side of things, we're at 4.4. So that's all that I've really done. I still need to get a DVD drive for it, and I need to get the second video card for it. But, oh, I didn't even finish my story. So I got a new 32 gig PNY SD card. It's a micro one. This is just a, what do you call it? Adapter. Well, I don't really want to try to get that out of there right now, but yeah, I put my old one in here. It's still in there, and I plugged it into my laptop just for shits and giggles, and lo and behold, it worked. Took it back out, put it back in my phone. My phone was like, no, there's nothing there. Screw you. So then I put the 32 gig one I just bought back in, read that one fine. Put it back in here, put it back on my laptop, reads it just fine. Oh, sorry if I sound a little nasally. I just started coming down with a cold today, so I figured I would do this video now before I can't even speak. But anyway, let me just show you guys what the water cooling system looks like in there. It's just an all-in-one unit or anything, but I'll open up the side now so you guys can take a quick look. Alright, I haven't done any cable management or anything yet, but we got the 80 mil at the front, or at the back here still doing something. And then we got right there, we got the pump and everything. Let's see here. Yep, I was right. It was a Thermaltake Water 2.0. We got our Seagate hard drive there, and here's the little setup in the front with the radiator and everything. It just barely fits. I was scared it wasn't going to work at first, but I'm so glad it does. Has made it quite a bit louder though, but no big deal. But I still need to do cable management, and I still need to put the second video card in and put a DVD drive in. But anyway, that's about it for this video now. I'll do some benchmarks and whatnot later. But until the next video, peace out, guys.